memorable moment, our bus catching on fire out in California. That sucked. What's up? It's Eric from PREVAIL. Shoot, I think my top 3 records, one would have to be Iowa from Slipknot. Let's go The Artist in the Ambulance, Thrice. And then I say Day to Remember, Homesick.
Be water, my friend. Like that, you see?
No, I see.
Top 3 inspiring people. I'll say my parents are definitely one. Both of them. I'll say that for one. Elon Musk, number 2. Just I think we're all in a simulation, and I feel like he's running the simulation. So like anything that good happens in my life, I always give little props to Elon for running my simulation. But no, I'm fascinated by the technological advances that the SpaceX, Tesla, all that stuff is just it's fascinating to me. Just drive to be better, do something outside of the norm that anyone else is doing. And myself, I inspire myself. Just try to do better. I always still look back at myself and be like, you're stupid. Why would you do that? You got to do better than that. Top 3 bands. That's tough. It's always changing. I feel like the top 3 bands, one would have to be Slipknot. Fleetwood Mac would have to be up there. I just grew up listening to a lot of that with my parents. And then, man, I don't know. I don't think I got a second one. It's always changing. I'd say A Day to Remember was a big one. It was a big one for me. Yeah. I'd say those 3 bands are big influences of mine getting into music. Top 3 things I'm doing when I'm not playing music would probably be video games, reading and buying comics, and then record stores, going record shopping. Whenever I have an off day on tour, I'm usually like finding a record store or comic book store to go spend time in. Yeah, I got, I think I just hit 250 records. Like mostly newer stuff, but I got a handful of records that I grew up listening with my parents or were passed down or whatnot. Top 3 video games would be The Last of Us, oh boy, Pokemon Red. That was the first one that got me into it. And then, what's another good one? Super Smash Brothers, Pokemon, and either between The Last of Us or God of War, one of those 2. I'd say top 4. Yeah, I got a Switch. I got a Switch and PlayStation. I just bought a PC to start streaming on. I just got so Dylan and I, our guitarists, we were going off tour gaming. We were streaming, but now Dylan does that on his own. I just bought my PC and started building it when we were off the last tour. But now once I get home from Europe and the next tours, that's when I'll probably start picking up the stream. Top 3 comics right now. I'm loving everything Donny Cates has been doing. Thor, Venom are 2 of my top favorite right now that I'm reading. And then The Boys. I'm finishing up The Boys, and that was an incredible journey. That comic series is great. Now they got the Amazon Prime series, The Boys. That's great too. So it's so good. It's a little different than the comics, and it just started, so we'll see where it goes from here. But I think it's a great adaptation from where the comics were to what they're doing on the series. The first memorable moment, our bus catching on fire out in California. That sucked. Literally had to run off the bus in my boxers and a t-shirt while we watched our bus go up in flames. That was number one. I'll never forget that. That's a tough one. There's so many. How do I narrow it down? Rock im Ring, Rock im Park, both those festivals will be up there too. Just the first time we playing a huge international rock festival, walking out there and just seeing people for miles, man. It was wild walking out there for the first time in a country that not everyone spoke English, and to hear our songs being sung that loud by that many people for our first time being over in Germany was just mind-blowing. I'd say another one was Pierce the Veil took us out a long time ago, and after I think it was the third show, they asked me to come up and do vocals with them every night on one of the songs. So that whole tour, that was fun, getting to go up every single night with a band that I grew up listening to. After just a couple shows, we all became tight friends, and that was something I won't forget. So I think those are, yeah. Top three of our own songs. Right now, Bow Down is definitely one. I've been having fun playing DOA lately, just because it's a fun song to play. But then at the end of it, we've been doing this instrumental thing where it just rolls right off the end of the song into, it goes from our first song, Deadweight. We play through Deadweight, and then we go into this Tool instrumental part, and then into DOA, and I love that transition into that song. So that's been fun playing that song, DOA. And then I'm gonna say Deadweight. I know I keep picking heavy songs. I'm the metalhead. I love the heavy songs, but Deadweight's fun, getting a big old circle pit started in the beginning of the song. We added this whole instrumental part just to build it and get these kids going and going and going. And then once the song hits, you get the whole crowd jumping, and it's just the energy during that song is just it's a blast. Party songs that I like to listen to. I'd say before we go out on stage, we always have a hype up. Recently, it's been Sandstorm. We'll play Sandstorm. Pop by NSYNC. Anything by NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. And anything by Joyner Lucas. I don't know if you guys know who Joyner Lucas is, but he's got some good shit. So. Top three bad habits. Drinking energy drinks. I cut that shit out and started drinking coffee throughout the day to supplement the lack of energy drinks I was drinking. But now that we're in Europe and we got a rider, I get Red Bull on it every day, and it's a bad thing. I can't. It's terrible for you. All that energy, all that soda and all that shit. It's not good. That's one of my bad habits. Swearing too fucking much. I swear way too fucking much. And three, I eat too fucking much. I need to watch my weight. I need to eat a lot less. It gets tiring. You go running around on stage after stuff in your face. You feel like you're gonna throw up, man. I gotta stop doing that. I drink a little bit too much too. I don't know. Just I indulge in the food section and the alcohol section and the swearing. I'd say those are my bad habits. My favorite movies, Interstellar, number one. I've seen that movie probably 50 times. Interstellar. I just saw The Lighthouse probably 3 times, and I went and bought it once it came out. I love that film. Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson are phenomenal. I like a lot of A24 production, anything they've put out. But I'd say Interstellar, The Lighthouse, and oh man, I don't know if I can pick. I don't know if I can narrow it down, man. Interstellar, Lighthouse, and I want to say the Saw series. It's not that I love it for how great the cinema was, but like how they connected all those movies. It didn't lose its like interest to me that they were like, oh my God, another Saw movie. I was like, all right, I'll sit through another one of them just to see how it all connects. So I mean, even though those movies were kind of got weird and cheesy, I think for it to hold my attention all the way through however 13, 14 fucking movies they had, that it was good.